Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We've got Act 4 and Act 5 bounties to do to finish off our complete sets, and we've got 1.2-ish levels to go, so there's really not much left in our run through to level 70. Do we go kill Diablo now? Let's do the other bits first. And we'll see if that's enough to actually push us up to 70 before we hit him, because it's not going to take much. I mean, I always say it's not going to take much, and it ends up taking more than I expect, but I'd rather take him on with all the benefits of being level 70 with a level 70 weapon than, than the alternative, really. So, what have we got? We've got a bunch of guys, and they're actually conveniently sending us out of the way. Let's get back in the middle of this for a second. They're doing a lot of flamey badness, so wow, that was me vaulting and still getting caught in the middle of that. Pop goes the weasel. Right, we'll grab this, we'll grab the amethyst, and we're only here to go through that portal, so let's hop on in. Okay, so Black King's Legacy. A not so mighty adversary is before us. Let's drop some fish on them. Actually, those arcane beams are going to be kind of annoying. Alright, that's fine. Oh, just as the damage vanishes. Let's drop some fish on these guys as well. Time isn't going to be an issue. Potentially getting hit by giant hammers is always going to be an issue, but there we go. Let's leave that to expire while we grab these bits over here. You know, I'm going to regret not going to fight Diablo at level 78. We're going to get to like 79 and a bit, and then we're going to have to face him in the worst possible situation. But that's fine, and that's the way these things go sometimes. Hammer through that thing with a maelstrom arrow. And of course, keeping the fish flowing from off screen. Now at the moment the slowing effect from the polar stations is nice, but we're not getting the benefit of Cull Week. As soon as we hit level 70, it'll be worth us actually dropping these things directly on mobs, because they'll be then instantly taking more damage. Come on, lead me on to the Holy Sanctum. It's not far away. Ooh, distraction. I'm sorry, but it's basically calling my name. I'm not trying to open it. I was just trying to vault out the way. Jeez. Don't need to tell me stuff that I already know. Here we go. Right. Grab that protection shrine. And we are playing Run Around. I mean, these things aren't massively strong. There's just a lot of them. And we don't want them landing on our head, of course. Yep, hop onto this one. That takes us one step closer to the end. Come on, give me a little bit more. I don't need to go this way. Come on. Not that one. Either of these two. Fine. Oh, now it has it. Okay, we'll just make the entire thing a little bit safer to work on. We'll throw some fish in from the side over there. Bang. Bang. Okay. 2 bounties down. Let's go kill Cassandra the Wretched. Yeah, we're barely going to be level 69 by the time we see Diablo. Oh well, I have learned my lesson. We might still find like a new item or something to help with the fight. I'm not massively worried about the Diablo fight. I think it's going to go nice and straightforward. Periodically telling my Raven to go peck eyes out. Ooh, goblin. He almost had a chance. To be fair, it wasn't even close. There was plenty of time still left to eliminate him. Alright, let's get some fish on these stairs. Fish time! Drop fish on her and back on out of that. Literally, it's just like someone's throwing them from off screen. I can't be the only one that sees that. Yes, some people call me Demon Hunter. Some people call me Aquaman. This would actually fit in quite well with the superhero themes that I was doing before. Admittedly, most of them were Marvel, but, you know, you have to work with what you've got. Marvel doesn't really have any good fish heroes. Not that there are any good fish heroes. I mean, I should, like, state that right now. Let's go kill Diablo. Otherwise, it's just going to get drawn out. Maybe this is the best fish hero there is. This is about all you can expect from it. Yeah, how about me not being right in the middle of that? That sounds absolutely peachy to me. Okay, edging our way down towards Diablo himself. Well, at least the way to... Is it the Crystal Arch or the Crystal... Yeah, it's the Crystal Arch, I think. See, I always get it confused with the Crystal Spire, but it's the Silver Spire leading to the Crystal Arch. That's the way it is. Warlord Illusionist reflects damage mortar. Not terrible. The fact that these guys are potentially going to be hammering home a little more than love. No kitty. No touching. Get some fish on the giant cat. There we go. Oh wait, of course, it even says Crystal Arch on the side. All I need to do is actually read my screen. Well, at least I remembered it the right way around before I embarrassed myself. And it's not actually that far for us to go. Okay. Let's go face the Big D. That'd be Diablo, of course. No other Big D is in this game. Duriel was in Diablo 2. Hey, how's it going? Let's throw some fish onto you. Take advantage of reduced resource costs. And I'm basically jumping between all the zones that I can. Oh, and he is done with us. He is so done with us. Yeah, not exactly failed. I mean, we're doing pretty well, I'd say. You and I have very different definitions of failure. Do we want to fish ourselves? I think we do. Get a fish on that shadow clone. No. Death isn't even in this. I mean, I suppose you could count mouth heal, but it's a bit of a stretch. They've actually got significantly less health than I have. It's worth pointing that out. I mean, not that it would be like any different if they had more health, but if they had more health, it would feel a little bit more like a fair fight rather than just an ass whooping. That being said, if they had more health, it would also take significantly longer because I've got like a good 50 times the health level that they have. Oh. He really tried to toasty Cormac up, but that just wasn't working, was it? And there he goes. Diablo. You were one of my favourite primevals. I remember the first time I killed him in Diablo 3. I was really proud. The game's obviously changed a hell of a lot since then, but at the time, it felt properly challenging rather than just like a natural progression. Yep, all the treasure. All the treasure at the fun fair. Oh, yeah, that's an upgrade. We'll have that. That's an upgrade. Hello, baby. Do we want anything else? That's an upgrade for you. You may as well go across to that. It's a toughness upgrade, but probably not really worth us switching across to. You know what, that'll do. Right, let's go do this last bounty. So obviously this is taking us closer to level 70, but it's not actually going to take us to level 70. So we're going to need to do a little bit more. Probably a second set of bounties, which is fine. That works well for us. Fits in with the style that we've been doing for most of these episodes up until now. Hey, no nibbles. The only worm that's allowed to bite me is my tapeworm. Smack, 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 smack. That was such a tiny move. May as well have not had a massacre bonus for the extra experience it gave us there. It's like serious disappointment levels. Okay. Reflects damage, illusionist, and the big guy will have something else. Frozen thunderstorm. Alright, well I can do my own frozen fun. Oh, that's another frozen thing. Let's get out of that. He's down. Do we care about that tiny little minion that's left? Yeah, we do. Of course we do. We can't leave him alive. Yeah, we're actually going to get a decent amount of experience from all this. I don't think it's going to be enough to actually push us up to level 70, but it is still quite surprising. You know, we're not going to be like outside the realm of... Jeez, that thing vanished so quickly. Not outside the realm of possibility of getting it done this episode. There we go. We'll just get a couple of these thinned off. And we can head back to town. Let's make some space. And Teriel, give me the good stuff. What you got for me this time, mate? Ooh, bracers. Alright, let's have a look at these. They are nothing that we care about. There's a set. 2 more plans. Sanguinian Van braces. I mean, they do cold, so that's actually really useful for us. We're going to lose toughness, which is less useful for us, but massive amounts of life on hit. So, sure, I think that's a worthwhile trade-off for this last little push-up. Not really worth this preparing everything else. Let's drop our gems off. Okay. So, with half a level to go, we are going to start on the next set of bounties. I just can't resist. Let's go kill Urzil. We haven't fought Urzil. It's another fight that's not massively easy, but it's certainly not a Malthael fight. And we're not quite at the level where he can one-shot us. By keeping it on hard difficulty for the moment, we've just made it a little bit safer. Still dangerous, of course. We shouldn't go in all like super cocky, like nothing can hurt us, because things very much can hurt us. Okay, give me something to drop some fish on. And then there was nothing. Ah, you are a target for fish bombardment. Oh god, these guys are a target for fish bombardment. If ever I saw one. There we go. Get some fishy action in there. Reduced drops because of the reduced difficulty level, but that's part of our plan at the moment. Geez, we're going to have to go all the way down and round to get to Urzil. I'm never going to stop smiling from that. Just the way they come flying in from the side. It is hilarious. Bad doggo. Okay, another big guy gone. So once we've got that, we've got choices. We can either start farming our legendary gems, which does make sense. We need to do the season journey, so getting a couple of bits of the Marauders set would also be very logical for us. Or we can keep farming bounties until we get that Ring of Raw Grandeur and put it straight in the cube. And I think what we'll do is we'll tick off the season journey first, and then we'll just carry on farming bounties. And then we can work on our legendary gems after that. Alright, let's go see this angel biznatch. Hey, Ursula. Lovely blue wings, mate. Oh, I've ruined them. I don't like your summer get-up. I'll just, like, cover him with fish. Oh, even toast your wings. No, thank you, mate. I think let's cool you off with some fish. Oh, geez, that doesn't actually stun him during that. All right. Well, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. Smack, smack, smack. Bang. He didn't even get to touch us with it. Ooh, that was a chest armor, I think. It's disappointing it's going to be a level 69 one, but... you know, it might serve us well for the moment. Ah, wow. Better than chainmail? No! I am honestly surprised. That is slightly worse than... I never thought that would be possible. Jeez. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go clear the perilous cave. Disappointment hiding round every corner. We don't need Kadala for disappointment. We've just got the RN generator. Fish bombardment. Oh, great. Reduced cooldown on our fishes. Oh, no, that's not where we needed to be going. We need to go down here. Into the perilous cave. Cave of Wonders. Fish right at the very edge of our view. Oh, resplendent chest. Sometimes you get nice things from these. A couple of gems. That's always nice. We are going to need those topazes, of course, for reducing the amount of resources that our skills use. Frenzied Shrine, sure. Let's go super frenzied. So, everything has to die in here. Let's get a fish on this guy. Try and do as many big hits as we can. Brilliant. Oh, we are so close to level 70. And as I said before, once we hit level 70, there'll be no reason for us not to put the difficulty up because we'll be re-gearing for level 70. A lot better equipment. A lot closer to what we actually need. And then we can go around and start ticking off the season journey bits. Hey, that's a decaying boggart. That's not an actual boggart. So is there a big cluster down here, maybe? Oh, yeah. There we go. 24 kills. Oh, so close. So close. Let's go kill Zephyr. This is definitely going to push us over. We'll pop back to town and re-gear when that happens. Yeah, totally just jump through that. Let's get some fish on these guys. We've been quite lucky in that we've been able to upgrade our weapon as we've gone along. If we were still doing this with the level 61 weapon, it would be so much more tedious. And if we were doing this at Master still, then it would be taking forever. I'm sure someone with more time than me can probably work out the trade-off between time to kill and the difficulty level that you go at. Like, what's the ideal time to kill for a mob in order for you to be efficient with stuff? Lady of Darkness, be still thy heart. If you have one. If you don't have one, then just be still thy body. Merciless Angel, have some fish on your grave. Ancient Writings, great! That takes us quite nicely to level 70. Let's head into town. We'll put Cult of the Week on. And this is going to be super awesome for us. Let's clear ranks. And work out what best we can do. So, we already have Sin Seekers. Let's put it in. Because it's probably going to be better than what we had. We also want to make ourselves probably Sidhu Crust. Although we could... We don't have enough Death Rest to make anything better, so... Yeah, let's do Sidhu Crust for the moment. Oh, hello. Hello. All right. Yep. Yep. Right. Gloves. We can go for the Sage's set to start off with. That seems like a pretty reasonable thing for us to do. So... Sage's gloves. We're also going to want the head. And probably the belt. Yeah, let's do head, belt, and feet. This is so we get extra death threats, of course. This game is loving me right now. The belt's not giving us anything, is it? No. And in terms of the feet, yeah, Sage's is the only thing that's really worth it there. So we may as well, sure. It's a bit of a trade-off, but I'd rather have it all. Now, in terms of shoulders, so we could do Born's shoulders and Born's do we want Born's Furious Wrath? No, we don't. So we could do 2 bits of Born's, which isn't much. Oh, we could just go Mantle of the Rigulum. Mantle of the Rigulum for now. Oh, that's disappointing. This chainmail is just like depressingly useful. Okay, fine. Shoulders by themselves, corruption. It increases Rain of Vengeance damage and reduces resource costs. So yeah, we'll use it for now. I need to salvage up all of this stuff. We're going to need to make a level 70 ring and also do some gem upgrades. So let's get ourselves an amulet. Great. Let's get ourselves 2 rings. Reduces cooldowns a little bit. Sure, why not? This one reduces resource costs and cooldowns. So yeah, I mean they're not perfect, but they'll do as like starter rings. Then I need to do some fun things with topazes. So Flawless Imperial Topaz is the highest we can get at the moment. 11.5% resource cost reduction. It'll do for now. Oh yeah, it will do for now. So, where were we? Oh yeah, I remember. We were kicking ass. Let's drop these gems off and then we'll get back to our mission at hand. Now that's partly so I can see what the cooldown's currently like. Oh my word. Oh my word, we are so much stronger than we were just a moment ago. Oh, these guys are health linked. I hadn't even noticed right at the start. We got a little bit frozen, but that's fine. Look at those double death breaths coming in. Of course, it does mean that, in fact, is it double death breaths or is it just +1? Yeah, it doubles the death breaths. So that'll be useful even into the higher echelons of the torment levels. Poor Cormac got stuck in the thing. So our resource cost reduction has already significantly improved our ability to actually fire. What's it up to at the moment? Resource, there we go. 30.34%. That's pretty damn awesome. Given we've not even really tried, we've just like thrown some items together. Now, if we find a Ramalama Ding Dong, I'm probably going to put it straight in this weapon for us to use right now. Until we get Natalya's bow, there's nothing else for us to use it on. And we're going to find more before the season's out. Okay, bounty done. Let's start moving towards the next one. And we'll put our first Garrigan point in over here to movement speed. Right, forest prayer time. No, we don't care about going down there. I mean, our turrets can basically kill stuff by themselves. It's really, really handy. No, I get the feeling this is not the way we want to go. Is there a way around this way? Curse this forest for being some kind of labyrinthine maze. Have some fish. Everyone likes fish in the forest, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Right, we found the bridge forwards. Edmonton. Have some fish, Edmonton. Arrogant level 2. Don't mind if I do. Always want more. Yeah, we're going to be significantly more survivable than we were before. For a start. Just let me pick up that diamond. There we go. Run back and deal with this. Let's throw some fish on ourselves. Sure. Okay, so this is a thing. And he is gone. Okay, final bounty of this set, and then we can up the difficulty and look at what we need to do for the season journey. This portal is going to be a long way away. Let's actually try going up, I think. Yeah, we ain't going to stay in the middle of that. We've got places to be, demons to slay, fish to fling. Nope, don't want to go down there. Got to carry on pushing round. I will get closer to you though. No thank you on that beam directly under my bum. Ooh, that's all a little bit toasty for me. Hello, Deathspace. My word, how... Who designed Westmarch? Like, seriously. This place is actually the worst. Now we're going to find out that this isn't even the way that we need to go. Or maybe it finally is. Hey, Goblin dude. Have some fish. Ooh, plans. Yep, I'll have all of them. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I wanted. At last, we have reached our destination. Next. There we go. Bounty is done. We'll grab our loot, go back to town, hand it in, and then up the difficulty. Flawless Royal Emerald. That's That's very good for us. Okay, so Shen, first you can learn this. No, wrong one. Pay attention, 007. Oh, actually, I should have done that first because we've got even more gem plans. The rest of these, Hadrig, Ashero's Vestments, Pura Maurauder, Panda's Purchase, Helm of Rule. All quite cool. We've got points to put in. So over here, we're going to go for cooldown reduction, I guess. This is going to be resist all. Over here, resource cost reduction to start off with. I think those are going to be the most useful for us. In terms of actual gear, none of this is going to be any use to us. We've got 33 Death's Breaths, so we can try doing an upgrade. What's going to be most useful? Probably focusing on the Bombardier's rucksack. Because if we get that, we're set.
Such a brave soul.
Although it is easy for us to gamble for that. Right, it's easy for us to upgrade anything. Okay, so level 70. Upgrade rare item. It's another Sin Seekers. Bit of a shame. But, I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to salvage up that one. Okay, right. Let's put the difficulty up. So, we're going to go at least to Torment 1. And what we need to do a Nephilim Rift. We need to kill Queen Ariane and kill Sadia. So let's start off with those. We'll do the Nephilim Rift first, I guess. Give me a regular Nephilim Rift. In fact, let me drop these off. We could upgrade our gems, but for the moment, we've not really got much space for them to go in. There we go. These mobs are taking about the right amount of time to die. We're definitely powerful enough to be kicking around on the Torment levels, so I don't want to be doing anything below this. Because there is absolutely no need. Ooh, frozen, I see that. Yeah, let's not stand right in the middle of all that frozen stuff. Excuse me, I am just scooting out of there for a moment. While I appreciate the close range hugs. Let's say no. So we're getting a lot of experience at the moment. That's great. And some Death's Breath as well. And we're not doing bad insofar as progress goes. Cormac is suffering a little, but we'll gear him up soon enough. We are definitely getting through these. Can't wait until our sentries are shooting our cluster arrow with us. I mean, that will just like massively boost our damage to the point where it's like almost unfathomable. Oh. got a little bit frozen. Have some fish from off camera. There we go. Yeah, very good progress. And we're up to Garrigan level 6 already. Yeah, the Maelstrom arrows, it's not quite AoE. It's almost AoE. And I think that's why I've never really been that much of a fan of it, but we're going to stick and try and make it work. Especially because I like the idea of freezing everything. Of course, we're not going for Ice Blink for our gem, because Ice Blink is basically a pile of tosh. I can't think of a serious build that actually uses Ice Blink. Okay, we've got another elite pack just below. Let's get some fish in here. That shielding is so annoying. Right, shielding's gone. And so is he. How are we doing? 42%. Remember, all of this is so we can do the season journey, so we can get the Marauders parts. So we can increase the utility of stuff we're already doing. We've already built our skills up, so we're using the ones that we want to be using at the end. God damn your shielding. Stop with your shielding already. I would love it if there was something that could penetrate a certain percentage through shields. I would equip it all the time just for like not having to worry about dudes with shielding. In fact, that would be an interesting, unique power for a legendary item. I mean, it's very situational. You wouldn't have it in any serious build, but you know, if you were stuck for something to go on your belt or your braces, a little bit of shield penetration could work wonders. Got another Garrigan level coming up. Let's get into the middle of a big group. Try and do as much damage with the explosion as possible. While our fishy death from above comes in. I am constantly forgetting to hit my companion though. I need to be a lot better at that. You know, utilize everything at your disposal. Oh, hello, Death's Breaths. Yeah. Alright, 69%. This is almost in the home straight. I think we've pretty much exhausted this. Oh no, not quite. Alright, let's get some fish in. See, AoE is just so good. %. Now we're definitely in the home straight. Home straight I consider to be like the last quarter of a rift. We are going to need to move on though. So let's see if we can't find a passageway to take us out of here. Up that way actually. And into a sewer. Spectacular. May as well loot the room while we're in the area. Garrigan level 9. Who is next? Cool, we got another elite. Don't have many sentry charges, so let's just do what we can here. Let's get the fishing down. In fact, no, off on this guy. Jeez. Of course he teleports. That's exactly the kind of thing I should have expected. Come on, just the last... There we go. The last little bits. Yep, well, we've got... Ah, the damage went! I didn't even get a chance to finish my sentence talking about the damage ring. That's how quick they can be sometimes. I hope that the Oculus ring doesn't end up overriding these or making them vanish. Because they definitely override each other. You know, which I'm fine with. That kind of makes sense, you know. You can only have one at a time. But if the Oculus ring also then plays into it, then it's like, oh, geez. Becomes a lot less useful. Where do you think you're going, mate? All those gems. I mean, that's put us in really good stock, actually. We're going to have to go back and get them. So let's do that. Tiny bit of a slowdown there for a moment. Right, let's get back in that fight. And it's Rift Guardian time. Looks like it's cold versus cold. Have some fish rhyme. Yeah, didn't think you'd like them. Boom, 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 boom. Probably would have been a lot more effective if I had actually moved into the damage ring. But, suffice to say, we did enough to get through. Garrigan level 10. Let's head back. We'll hand this in. And then we've probably got enough time to do 2 very quick boss runs. So, geez, look at all this stuff. Yeah, you can have a ring. In fact, that ring was better than one of mine. This ring's better than both of mine. There we go. Right, you can have this ring. And you can have this ring. And you can have this as well. Sure. I'm sure you'd be happy with that. Salvage, salvage, salvage. We've got 12 death breaths. Not enough to do anything worthwhile with. Bunch more gems. And, of course, a bunch more Garrigan points. 2 in there. 2 in there. 1. And 1. Okay, so the 2 boss fights we've got to do are kill Queen Ariane and kill Sadia. These are going to take a little bit of time. So I'm actually going to do them next episode. But we've made it to level 70 at least. We've upped the difficulty to Tournament 1, so we are making progress. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying it. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.